part of the Blood Hunt event. Warning, you must read Blood Hunt issue number 1 before seeing this issue. Previously in Blood Hunt number 1, as Sorcerer Supreme Stephen Strange acts as Earth's mystic defender and consultant to its heroes in all things magic. So when the skies of Earth were darkened by simultaneous eruptions of dark force energy, Doctor Strange realized what it was: a vampire invasion. With the Avengers defeated and no son to save them, Strange and his beloved wife Clea began assembling the Montesi formula, a lost spell with the power to destroy all vampires. But things are worse than even Stephen Strange realizes, as Blade, the vampire hunter, has come to let his allies know how bad things really are. Doctor Strange, Volume 6, Issue 15. Doctor Strange wants to know who the mastermind is. Is it Dracula? Blade answers, no, nothing like that. Do you want to know who put out the sun, who released the children of the night, who assembled the monsters that killed the Avengers, the leader of the structure? Blade screams, it's me, as he plunges his sword through Doctor Strange's chest. It's an unbelievable turn of events, but we knew all this from the Blood Hunt. Clea Strange screams out, Stephen. Blade turns to Clea and says, you're an interesting creature, Clea, and I want to taste the blood of Doctor Strange. Clea screams, let him go, Blade. Blade replies, not yet. Never fear, though. I have no intention of letting him die. Blade then sinks his teeth into Doctor Strange, turning him into a vampire. Clea is a master of magic, but she is also a skilled warrior. Blade has prepared for battle with Doctor Strange and Clea, which of course will entail magic. The battle begins between Clea and Blade as Clea throws the magic at Blade, but is blocked as he throws Doctor Strange to the floor. Clea goes to grab Stephen, and Blade uses this opportunity to charge with double blades out. However, Clea uses magic again to stop any attack toward her. Blade then somehow cracks the magical force field around Clea. These swords are not regular swords, but are from old Atlantis and belong to a sacred order of hunters and magicians. They are forged blades that can even kill the canniest enchantments, protect them from dark spells and hexes. Blade's swords can cut through magic and sorceries, and now he wants to drink Clea's blood. Even with Clea's magic unable to affect Blade's sword, she is a warrior. She catches one of Blade's swords aimed at her chest. Clea, as a warlord born, can kill with anything she feels in her hands. Blade is happy for the battle, but Clea has questions. Why, Blade? Stephen has always been your friend. You have battled the vampires together. Blade answers, mine is a scheme that has spanned thousands of years, unleashing my hunger children across the globe, shattering their vengeance as merely my opening salvos. But to achieve my long-desired aims, the Sorcerer Supreme must be dealt with. I must put the fangs of the Montes formula. This Montes formula is a spell of the Darkhold, an incantation that will annihilate every vampire in the world. This is why I am here. Clea says, you have sealed your fate then, Blade, for Stephen and I will not rest until we have assembled the formula. In a side note, in Blood Hunt Strange Academy number 1, the pupils of the Strange Academy have gone after the Darkhold and specifically the Montesi formula. The interesting part of this, if they enact the Montesi formula, do they also kill Stephen Strange, who has clearly been bitten and is changing into a vampire as we speak? Blade says, oh, I believe you. If I left Stephen Strange alive, you would, or even if I killed him, your grief would certainly spur you on. But I have left you with a very convincing argument not to use the Montesi formula. Look, Clea, at Doctor Strange. Look at what I have made of your husband. Doctor Strange has turned into a vampire. A new battle is underway as a new child of the vampire has risen, and Blade wants Doctor Strange, now a vampire, to kill Clea. As Clea prepares for a battle, Blade feels he has won and does not want to kill Clea or Strange, but to turn them into vampires. Blade says, for even if you were assembled the Montesi formula, could you cast it now? Could you cast it killing your one love? Keep that thought in mind, Clea, and ensure that no one else casts the formula. Clea says, I will live to see you dead. Blade responds, perhaps, but it would not be the first time I have died, as he leaves Clea to battle the vampire Doctor Strange. Clea says, Stephen, you must hear me. God damn it, it's you, Stephen, I need you. The Daywalker was turned into a vampire, making you susceptible to his domination, but it is a curse of your body that has clouded your mind. So if I must separate the two, whether you are my love, brace yourself, because this is gonna hurt. hurt. Clea pulls the human part into the astral plane, leaving the body to the vampire, allowing him to live on in a certain sense. Doctor Strange is in his astral plane and sees Vampire Strange. He knows he must use the Montesi formula. He wants to be selfless and sacrifice himself, but Clea, who loves Doctor Strange so much, has a big problem with this. Doctor Strange says, "This changes nothing. We must assemble the Montesi formula." Clea says, "With what? The Darkhold doesn't exist anymore. We must find a different path to victory." Doctor Strange says, "Clea, this is bigger than either of us. This is the world." Clea says, "This world means nothing to me without you in it. Stephen Strange, I will not sacrifice you to save it, but that is beside the point. This is what he wants. Don't you understand? For us to waste our time scrambling for a magic spell to fix everything, all the time fighting against ourselves in the face of the implications, the sacrifice. Blade believes that he has neutralized us, but he is wrong. Clea says he attacked us and beat us because we were doing exactly what he knew we would do. We were blind to the true threat. Our eyes have been torn open. We cannot win by doing what he expects us to do. We must save your world, and we must save you." Doctor Strange responds, "All right, we must join forces with the other heroes. Blade believes we are broken and scattered. It is up to us to show him how wrong he is." At this moment, there's a knock at the door. Knock, knock. At the door are Tigra, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Hunter's Moon. The heroes gather as plans are being made. Meanwhile, Victor Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange's brother, who exists as a ghost, a mind without a body, looks at vampire Doctor Strange and wonders if he could assume the body of vampire Doctor Strange. Additionally, in Blood Hunt Issue 1, Blade asks Miles Morales Spider-Man to do something for him, to be continued in Blood Hunt Issue 2, and then come back for Vampire Strange versus Wong in Doctor Strange Volume 6, Issue 16.